Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's call. My name's Nick, and tonight I'm going to take everybody back to basics. The purpose of tonight's Zoom call is one. We've had an influx of new people, and you know, I always believe in knowledge is power. So if you equip everybody with the knowledge and you tell everybody what the company is all about and you impart the vision of the company, you will ultimately, each one of us, all the teams will benefit and will get the maximum result, because that's what we want. So tonight's topic is back to basics. It's a training Zoom. So you might be on here live, you might be watching this thing, the Zoom, or you might be watching the recording, doesn't matter. But here we are tonight. I'm going to attempt to go through a couple of things with everyone so that we can get clarity, better understanding, and the questions that have been asked to me, I'm going to try and answer them tonight on the Zoom. So we're an opportunity company. An opportunity company basically means we're a ventures and acquisitions company that buys or merges with various other companies that are in the same space as what we are in, health and wellness, right? And if you see here, black and white screen with the brands all listed over there on both sides of this picture, the colored one that you see over there is pronounced hero, but it's spelled Hyro. And the I has a specific meaning, because the I is you. The I is you, and you are there to conquer your own world. So Hero is going to come to South Africa because it's made in South Africa. It's coming to South Africa to change the way we know health and wellness products. So we have a quality promise, and that promise is that we use only the purest and cleanest ingredients, that what you see on the label is in fact what's in the product, right? The ingredients are fully disclosed and the formulas are there to inspect. The manufacturing premises is regulated and there are certified facilities where this product is made. Made in South Africa, by South Africans, for the South Africans, for the South African palate, and to suit the South African pocket. Now, we have a scientific advisory board made up of the people you see on your screen there. And all these people are headed up by a lady called Deanna Latson. She's the Chief Product Officer at New Age. And she has a zero tolerance approach when it comes to quality. And that is what we like. We like that because us in the field called brand partners, we want to go out there with our chins up and know that the product that we are actually offering to the people is of the highest quality, the highest efficacy, the cleanest, and the product comes with integrity. Now, it goes through strict certification processes, as you can see over there. Now, this is no joke. These certifications are real. So the FDA approved, over the counter, you can sell them over the counter, 100% natural. And what I enjoy is being a natural product, gluten-free, lactose-free, no GMOs, no soy, no dairy, no sugar. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee. Now, what company actually gives you that when it's a natural product? So it tells you something about the thing, about the product. So in other words, the products that we've seen people use, the results that have come from the products, we can see why, because of all the checks and balances that goes with it. Now, all of us use supplements. We all use vitamins every single month. All we do now is we redirect the spend, because at the end of the day, why buy something that's produced in mass when in fact the label and tests have shown that they've taken products off shelves, they've actually taken them to be tested, and 95% of those products have failed because what the label says is not what's in the product. So our products are one-of-a-kind products that are of high impact, high in demand, and massively consumable, backed by science products. Okay, so the products that are coming to South Africa are categorized as follows: weight loss, energy, immune boosters, detox, and products that help you sleep. Now, these are the most popular supplements that are out there in the market. We're starting off with these under the Hero brand, and I am so excited for this to be launched. Our launch is not far away, and I'm dying to see what the product is actually going to look like. So for those new in the business, I just want to take you through the secret to success, the secret to building a strong, active team. So right now we don't have stories. We don't have stories to tell because our business is about stories. Our business is about sharing. Our business is about going out there and being the product of the product. Now, at the moment, I hope all of you listening, make a note of this. There's a Facebook page called Level Up Life. Level Up Life. Now, going to that Facebook page, it was called Transformation Health Styles. We've just changed the name to Level Up Life because we're about to level up, guys. We're about to level up because we want to be healthy, look younger, and feel better. So how are we going to do that? We're going to do that by going into Facebook pages like this. So person A is a brand partner, and he's talking to person B. He tells person B to go and like the Facebook page Level Up Life, right? Person B goes to Level Up Life, and person A tags person B on one of the posts that are in that Facebook page, and that person will go straight into that Facebook page, and then after that, person A will get hold of or message person B and get feedback on what he enjoyed or she enjoyed about what she saw. Because ultimately, you get your person into that Facebook page, they'll start surfing, they'll start looking at all the posts, and those posts are real, those posts are live, the people are giving testimonials, and Europe has used this formula. It's called the ATM method, the ATM ad tag message. Europe has become very successful just by doing that. So what do? They went from a $2.5 million in sales per week by using this, which we started a couple of months ago, which we're using now. It's proved very successful, and it will be just as successful in Southern Africa. They did $5 million in no time. So they doubled their turnover. So what do you need to do now in pre-launch? The first thing, we're going to launch anytime now. Anytime now, it's a matter of days, if not a couple of weeks. We are going to leave the starting blocks, right? So there's nothing better than being prepared. And if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So put some funds aside. Put some funds aside. How much funds? I'm saying start between 500 and 5,000. Obviously, the 500 is your entry. The 5,000 is going to give you your ultimate level. Your ultimate level is where you have to be in the first 8 weeks of joining if you don't start with ultimate straight away. So for 5,000 Rand, you're going to get a transformation pack. Now that transformation pack is going to contain products that you are going to keep for yourself, as well as products that you are going to be able to sell at a profit. The profit will be 20%. So not only are you getting your money back up front, but you will have products. If you don't want to sell some of those products and you want to let your people sample them, it's your choice. But now you're starting a business. You're starting a business, and the opportunity that we are presenting doesn't come often. An opportunity like this comes once, because your customer is the African continent. Your customer is whoever you see around you. When you wake up in the morning, you get into your car and you drive, the person on your left and the person on your right is your customer. That is what this business is all about. It's about a customer. It's about building a team. And it's about going to people that will buy your product to resell them. So my advice is go out there now. If we have 2 weeks left, guys, go out there and bless as many people as you can. Go to your family. Start with your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your other cousins, your your friends' cousins, your friends' sisters, your neighbors. Go to these people and don't go out there and force sale. Tell your story. Tell the people what's coming to South Africa. Tell them what's coming to Southern Africa. Tell them the opportunity. And I'll show you why it's a great opportunity shortly. So, New Age is a company with 450,000 brand partners on the ground, all over the world. All right? We're actually in 75 countries. We all work off the same system. We all work with the same management teams. We all work with the same products, if not category of product. We all work off the same compensation plan, except as Africans. This is why this company is a cut above the rest. We have the #1 compensation plan out of all the direct selling companies globally. Africa's compensation plan, in fact, has been designed in such a way to help the people on the ground. There's a saying, and I'm going to put a little bit of an accent to this, but the Americans say it well. They say, if you want to mix with the classes, you've got to be with the masses. So our compensation plan is going to ensure that we get to the masses. The masses is there waiting, and we as Africans are ready. We are ready. The spirit of Ubuntu is there, and we just need to go out there and make it happen. Right. So all things being equal, the only difference to the whole formula here is you. The only difference is you. So #1, posture. You got to be positive. You got to be excited. You got to be happy, because people pick that up. And positivity is contagious. So a bit about the company. In 2015, we were ranked 95th out of 100 direct selling companies in the world. And in the space of 6 years, we jumped to the 29th spot. Now, that tells you something about us. We ended last year close to $500 million in sales, and that's for a startup company. Now, $500 million in South African rand is probably 5 million rand. Am I right? I don't even know. 5 million, yes, 5 million rand, just over. So 7 million rand. In fact, that is unheard of as a startup company. Unheard of. So imagine what's coming. Imagine what's coming. And they're projecting in the next 3 years to be top 3 and doing a turnover of $3 to $3.5 billion. And a lot of that is going to come from our continent. A lot of that's coming to our continent. So if you visualize what I'm visualizing, if you don't, it's fine. And that's the beauty about network marketing. That's the beauty about the team that you're in, because you have great leaders. We are there to help everyone. There's nobody higher or lower than the other one. There's no bosses here. We are all one team. And the team is what's going to make the dream. So right now, we're in 75 countries, and soon we are starting off with another 5 countries on the southern tip of Africa, namely Botswana, South Africa, Swaziland, Lesotho, and Namibia. So it's going to take us to 80 countries. 80 countries. And soon after us, 2 to 3 months after us, Nigeria will launch as well. And then from there, the gates will open. The gates will open. So I'd like to introduce you to myself and my twin brother in the top picture there. You'll see there in March of last year, I had 2 faces, actually, 2 faces. And I lost 12 kilos by just using our product in only 5 months. 12 kilos, and in June, that's what I looked like. That's why our business is about stories, guys. And soon we're going to do the same. Soon, once we use the hero product, we're going to have our own stories to tell. Can you just imagine what is actually going to happen when that happens? Right? So Dr. Crystal Vance, she's based in Florida. She is a doctor. She had an exciting making money practice, seeing so many people daily, but she wasn't a happy person. Why? Because all 4 of these pictures that you're looking at on the screen is the same person. All 4. On the left, that's Dr. Crystal. And when she started with our products, she lost 73 kilos in 2 years. Now, obviously, you don't just take the product and sit and hope for it and wait for it to work. You've got to do your part too, right? So you get a meal, you get authorized, or you get meals, permitted meals that you can eat, or not meals, products, foods that you can eat. So she just stuck to the plan. She stuck to the plan. She was determined, and in 2 years, 73 kilograms. Now, I don't know how much you weigh, but you know, if you weigh 73 kilograms, she lost the whole of you in 2 years. Absolutely amazing. And I actually want to introduce everyone to my guest tonight, and I'm going to stop my share shortly. But George and I come back. We go a long way. Myself and George, we've been involved in numerous ventures together. And George joined my team. He's part of my 200 club. He's got a nice team under him. And I invited George. I said to George, get on the Zoom with me, George, so that I want you to share your story. Share your story with the people. Share your story with the people, and tell us your claim to fame, what you did, because George has used the products. Okay, George has used the products, and I want George to share with you the product and a bit about himself. He's got 25 years in network marketing. He's a man of wisdom, and I'll often turn to George and talk to George. I'll never forget when I was doing my Zooms in the beginning, George would pull me aside and say, right, meet me at the coffee shop the next day. I want to go through the Zoom with you and tell you what you did wrong and what you must improve. And you know what? You're never too clever. You're always learning. So, George, I give the floor to you. Have I unmuted you, or are you unmuted?
I'm unmuted.
Good.
Okay. Well, first of all, having been that I dabbled in network marketing, this is the first time I have actually physically decided that I am now going to make money out of network marketing, because I believe in the company. I love what they're doing. I love the vision. I did a presentation to my other team the other day, and I said my vision for Africa has been like that since 1979. I believe that Africa is a great continent. It's just, we've just experienced this last problem that we've had because of the poverty and the joblessness and the, people losing their jobs. But what I did was, I am cynic number one, having gone through all the network marketing products, and I don't want to mention even some of them, because then, if you look behind me, you can actually see on my shelf at the back here, I went out and I paid dollars to go and buy the products, because I don't believe a lot of what people say. To me, I'm a visual person. I have to see. I actually did a presentation. So if I do look away, it's because I'm looking at a PowerPoint presentation. My first slide is actually a bridge. And I said to me, this is a bridge too far. I then came back from my 40th wedding anniversary, and I was way overweight. We'd indulged, we'd had 3 meals, big meals a day. I was having cakes and sweets and braais and you name it. And I really felt not very healthy. So when Nick took me we went to breakfast at Humble Harry's, and I'm giving him a bit of a plug. Humble Harry's is a little restaurant here in Leaping Frog. And when Nick told me the story, I signed up there and then. I think I signed up on your cell phone, on your smartphone.
Yeah.
And my view was, okay, I'm going to try these products, because one of the things, as I said, I may be one of those disbelievers. So I then bought the Slenderize products, and because I was in a situation where I wanted my wife to share with me, we actually shared a bottle. She lost 6 kilograms in a very short while. I lost in 33 days 9 kilograms. I had set myself a target to 85 kilograms from 92. I was losing 200 grams a day. And what I wanted to say to you people, what they don't realize is and I just want to pull up something that I made a few notes here. If you see this picture of me here, I've even got one of my scales, because I went out and I bought one of the scales which shows grams, because I didn't believe the weight I was losing. So I've been around a long time. But what happened was my belt, this is what I wanted to come to. People don't realize you are carrying around, I worked it out the other day, 22 bricks of butter. That's what I lost. Think of a brick, and 22 of those on your back, because a brick is 0.5 kilogram. And I lost that kind of weight in that time. The visceral fat reduction, I used to have problems with breathing. I couldn't, my waistline was reduced by 6 centimeters. My love handles and my paunch is gone. My kids can't believe, my daughter calls me her skinny father now. I lost 7 centimeters around my waist. And as I said, I was averaging over 200 grams per day. And that was purely, yes, my BMI, by the way, which is a body mass index, I was actually obese, mildly obese at that stage. It was 28.4, and I brought it down to 25, which is in the healthy band. So I would suggest everyone does that as a before and after. So that really is my story about the product. But more than that, I wanted to say to myself, why am I buying these things in dollars? Because they are expensive and they are very, the courier charges are very, very costly. The first thing I've learned about New Age is that they do things correctly. By manufacturing locally, which means they're manufacturing in our rands, they're manufacturing, we're going to have very little courier costs. So I would believe that anyone who's out there, and I know people are going to be watching this afterwards in the recording, take a chance. Don't wait. This is an opportunity that comes once in a lifetime. I keep saying to people, and I normally say, I am not excited. I am ecstatic. I am elated that this company has seen fit to give South Africa the first bite of the cherry. Secondly, Nigeria, which has got 206 million people. Those are your markets. Africa has got 1.7 billion people on this continent. 54 countries that we now have access to. And those at the top, will obviously be in a position to make a lot of money out of this. If I go on to the next thing there, I arrived, this was on the 5th of March, by the way. By the 14th of April, I had lost that kind of weight. I didn't believe what was actually happening. My wife as well. So she's now converted because we then shared a bottle for a month. So I was, not taking the full drops. Then we bought another bottle, and honestly, my weight has kept down. I'm feeling much healthier. I sleep better. People don't realize, you saw one of the products there is sleep, because with the products that come are these 2 bottles. Can you see that, Nick? I'm not on my screen, so I can't see myself.
Drop them a little bit, yeah.
And then there's the other one which says sleep and day drops. So all I'm saying to you is you just put them under your tongue half an hour before your meal. And honestly, they are really called magic drops or skinny drops. And I can vouch for them. I then also bought the Restorix, which is a detox. And I used that at the same time, because what I did was I cut out sugar, I cut out processed meats, and I cut out as much carbohydrates as I possibly could in the beginning. That's why I think I lost so much weight initially. But I'm telling you, I have got more energy. I sleep longer now than I have ever slept. And I'm not a young man, as you can see. I've got a great granddaughter. And this is why I'm doing this. My why is, this is my legacy, that I want to build a business that I can leave to my great granddaughter when she gets bigger. So, Nick, I don't know if there's any more you wanted from me. Oh, by the way, I've even got a new wardrobe of clothing, because now I can fit into shirts and trousers and belts that I never could fit into before.
But George, that's awesome. And do you agree with me? This opportunity is coming at the right time. I mean, South Africa, the people are hungry for something. And this, you might have lost your job, you might have halved your salary. You're wondering, sitting at home, watching the recording now and saying, you know what, I need to earn my own money. I need to do something. You're either a single parent, whether you a single mom or a single dad, this is an opportunity to actually do something in your own time and earn as much as the time you put into the business. you know, having fun at the same time with a lot of people.
Absolutely. Well, Nick, I agree with you. And you know, my philosophy about life is give and you shall receive. And I have been blessed with health and a good mind. Even though people ask me what's my age, I say, like, age is but a number. You can actually get tied up on your age. And tell you, I've met young men of 20, old men of 25, and young men of 85. So, so you know, this is something, and I've been in IT for decades. In fact, I was brought management information system to South Africa before actually SAP even arrived in this country, but it was mainly for my own market, which was printing and publishing and the printing industry. But having said that, Mick, I believe that anyone who just commits themselves, and it comes about commitment and dedication. I set myself a goal of contacting 10 people a day. I don't even know them. I might be wishing them happy birthday today, but tomorrow I'll go back to them and say, can I send you a gift? And I'll send them a link. So, you know, it's, people say we haven't got time. That's the other excuse. You know, procrastination is the thief of time, as we all know. It's basically got to be commitment, hard work, get back to your downline. And I hate that word either. I call it get back to the rest of the team, get them motivated, and try and get them to be convinced that A, they've got to get 4 people in their team, and then they in turn must understand that when they buy the products, they become a product of the product. And that's what I like to think. I'm not joking. I can't believe that how well I feel, how fantastic, you know, I take Vinali. I have not had a cold. I have not had any flu or anything like that. So, you know, that's the vitamin C tablet that they produce. I believe in the products, and that's why I can actually sell it. I was a salesman all my life. And I used to say even to my bosses then, I will only sell a product that I believe in. If I can't believe in the product, I can't sell it. And this is one product that I am more than happy to go out. But again, I think as Nick touched on, it's not about selling. It's about transforming people's lives. I love Zig Ziglar's saying, you can get anything in life that you want, provided you help enough people to get what they want. And that is what I try and do.
Spot on, spot on, spot on. I agree 100%. Thank you, George. Yeah, so there you have it, everyone. You know, stories, facts tell, stories sell. Our business is about stories. You know, when you hear a story like that from George, you want to get stuck in, you want to go out there, you want to use the product, you want to go out there and tell your story. And that's what we're all about. So thank you, George. Thank you for coming on and sharing your story. Really, really appreciate it again. I'm going to share my screen again, yeah, and move on to the next slide. So I just want to go through, as we go into the second half of the Zoom, the difference between linear income and residual income. So what is linear income? Linear income is what 90% of the people in the world are busy with. Everybody, these people that are in a job, like most people, 90%, that's linear income. That means that you work for 30 days to get your salary on the 25th or end of the month. That's going to last you how many minutes? 3 minutes. Because by the time you pay everything off, you're left with nothing. You've got to start with another 30 days to wait to pay for another 3 minutes. So what's the difference between what we do and linear income? Our business generates residual income. And residual income is income that you earn based on the efforts you put in. Okay? So if you go out there and you want to earn big, you got to put the time in. There's no easy road to riches. You have to put your time in to earn what you want to earn. So you want to work 2 hours a day, you're going to earn for 2 hours a day. You want to earn for 3 hours, 4 hours a day, you got to work for 3-4 hours a day to earn that amount of money. As long as you have your DMO, your daily method of operation, make a note of what you're going to do every single morning for that day, get yourself organized, and I promise you now, you will see the fortunes come in afterwards. So right now, we have a boss promotion, the business operating system, as we call it. The boss is basically what controls. It's your back office, your engine room, if you want to use a better word, so that you can understand what it means. Normally, there's a price of $29.25 to this. And right now, pre-launch, you are not going to pay a cent. And the reason why we're doing that is because we're assisting you to bring people in to lock their spots. Because by locking your spot and getting people to lock their spots, now you exercise the power of duplication. Our business is about duplication. At school you were taught, don't cheat, don't crook, don't look at somebody else's work. Here we say, take somebody else's work and copy it. Copy it, put your name on it and go. Run with the system, follow the system. As long as you're teachable, coachable, and trainable, this business is a win for you. So I've drawn up a little sketch over here. And if you look at on the left there, there's a photo of me there. That's actually my first rank that I achieved in network marketing 7 years ago, LSA 1. So that's me. That's me there. And I recruited 4 people. There you see the 4 people. Now, remember what I said, the power of duplication. I've got to teach each one of these 4 people, and that's what you got to do. Bring 4 people in and teach each one of these 4 people to do exactly the same as what I did to you. Okay? So if everyone does the same, and they each bring 4 people, suddenly you've got 16 people in your team. And the same applies, all right? So just the first 3 levels is going to give you 15,000 Rand approximately a month. Just the first 3, when you hit 64 and they are doing the business, buying product and working, there's your 15,000 Rand a month. And you're not doing half the work there. They are just duplicating what you're doing. And as you move on from 64 and they bring in 4 people, suddenly you've got 256 people. And on your 4th generation, you'll be earning 1.5 million Rand a year. That is just by duplication. So if you go down to your team and you teach them what you've been taught, just remember in network marketing, if you can't present, don't worry. But if you bring your friends onto a Zoom call like this and you attend events, whether it's a live event, a home party, a big event, a Zoom call, a one-on-one, 2-on-1, whatever it is, you attend those, you get to those. People that come to the events and attend events make the most money. So in Nigeria, once we launch, 2-3 months after that, the company is going to launch their online app called QuickClick. Now, you've all heard of Amazon. Amazon 10 years ago was a online book purchase portal, right? Last year, because today you can buy anything on Amazon. Now, what we're doing is we are launching the Amazon of direct selling. So we are turning this whole business on its head. When we launch the QuickClick app in Nigeria first, they're going to be doing it there. They're going to be sorting out the teething problems, and then eventually it'll come to us. And once it's by us, this is a patented online portal. There's 26 patents to this. So just to explain to you quickly how this works, if I have a pair of shoes and I like those pair of shoes, and my friend sees them and says he also wants the pair of shoes, he's going to go to a mall and he's going to purchase those shoes for 1,000 Rand, for example. I can tell him no. Go onto the QuickClick app. Those shoes are available on the app, also for 1,000 Rand, but there's a 20% discount, of which once your friend buys, suddenly you get paid the 20% discount into your account for referring. So you become an influencer. So all of us become influencers. And my friend goes to his friend and says the same thing, and his friend buys on the app. What happens then? The 200 Rand discount, now 100 comes to me and 100 goes to my friend. And so it goes down. That's what Amazon doesn't do. So this is the first ever in the world. It's a direct selling, in inverted commas, MLM type application, online shop, if you want to call it that, but it's not MLM. So there's your residual income. And we can go into this, but this is just a short story of what's coming. And that's the difference between New Age and the rest of the direct selling companies out there. Our executive team, just quickly, is made up of these 6 individuals. Bottom left is Dr. Fred Cooper. He's the brains behind the compensation plan. He's the brains behind the Quick Click app. And our CEO, Brent Willis, comes from Coca-Cola. He's actually Rhodesian, based in the US. And then we got Craig the Brain, who's the president of Africa. Deanna Latson at the bottom there, she's the chief product officer. And we have the president of New Age, Mark Wilson, as well as president Europe New Age, Cameron Bott. This weekend, we launched our Slick app to the rest of the world. Not yet fully operational in South Africa, but it's awesome. There are a few functions that you can play with if you go into newage.com and have a look at, look at the app. It's awesome. I can't wait for this to be fully operational. And I want to just go through 2 slides here where I want to explain to you the various levels. For those that have just joined, we have 4 levels: member level, business level, elite level, and ultimate level. Your goal in the first 8 weeks is to go and become ultimate. Once you are ultimate forever, for life. And you need to bring in 4 brand partners in your first 4 weeks. You need to activate them to go gold. In other words, to be gold means you become commission qualified. So member level, 20 points volume, that's what it's going to cost, 20 points volume. Now, the points, 1 point is approximately 16, 17, the rate of exchange, working according to what I worked out. The ultimate level will be, so 5,000 Rand approximately for the 5,000 for the ultimate level, and the member level approximately 500 Rand. So remember, business, member, business, elite, ultimate. And your goal is to be ultimate. If anything, joining on the business is going to cost you about 1,000 Rand. So do what you have to do, because that money you're going to get back. Remember, you're selling products. You've got a team underneath you. That's all that money will come back to you. You have to invest a little bit in your own business. And then what we have a minimum sales threshold. So each level has a minimum sales threshold, which generates what we call an auto delivery. An auto delivery is you need to buy stock for the next month. So all our products last for 30 days. So every month you need to buy product. So you might say, but okay, but now what if I don't sell? It's very simple. So the auto delivery is designed in such a way, and I'm just going to use the first and the last block here. If you're earning between $30 and $249 per month, per week, that's $1,000 per month. You're going to be required to buy product for $28 only, or to the value of 20 PV. $28 max, right? Or if you're earning 8,000 Rand or $8,000 a month, $8,000, all you're going to pay is 280 Rand towards your auto delivery. So auto delivery, if you're buying products for $100 and your auto delivery is $28, all you're going to do is pay the difference, because your first 28 Rand is auto delivery, right? So for that, we're going to need credit or debit card details loaded in the system, either by you, or if you've already been registered before the app or the website went live this weekend. In order for you to proceed when we launch, you need to insert your card details. Now, you hold your username, you hold your password, right? Your card details can be entered by you. Nobody else can get into your system. Nobody else. You can change your password if you want to, you know, but you need to put that in. You need to put that in. And my advice, put a debit card in there and use that debit card only for your New Age business, right? So you manage it. That money in there is the only money that is at risk, in inverted commas. And I can tell you right now, if you've done online shopping, this is the normal way. This is how you got to do it. So how do you get involved? Get back to the person that invited you to this call and let them answer the questions that you might still have. Get onto other Zooms, attend as many Zooms as you like, and lock arms with us. Get involved in this business. Lock your spot. Join our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and our LinkedIn page. We've even got a YouTube page. So this is New Age Africa Corporate's social media portals. You can take a screenshot of this slide if you want, but lock arms with us. Follow what's going on the Facebook pages. You'll also be notified of your team's Facebook pages. So get all that information and stay close to the fire. We have a hype campaign at the moment where we're giving away awesome prizes, and this is free. All it is ask your upline for his link, his Fluid link. He will send it to you. Fill it out. Complete your details. You get your own Fluid link, and you can share it out to everybody. And that is a lead generator. That is a lead generator that will allow you to have leads and products for doing nothing. Okay, so I just want to tell you guys about Thursday night's Zoom. We have an awesome Zoom lined up for 8 o'clock Thursday night with Erica and Tammy. They've got James Zeng on as their special guest. He's one of our top leaders, $1 million earner, 7-figure earner. He's got an awesome story. And Thursday night is an opportunity Zoom. Thursday night, invite your guests. Invite people that you want to join your team. Get them on. Get them to come and watch the Zoom. I promise you now, whoever comes to the Zoom on Thursday night will be a brand partner by the end of that Zoom. So, guys, if somebody offers you an opportunity and you're not sure you can do it, and don't be shy and don't be scared if you're not sure, because there's many of us that weren't sure. Today, we said yes, and we worried about how to do it afterwards. So, guys, I've taken enough of your time. Thank you very much for joining my Zoom. I really enjoyed tonight. I really appreciate it. I hope I shared nuggets with you. Share this out to the people. Get them all on. Let them watch the Zoom. This is great for the new people. And remember, Thursday night, God bless, good night, good evening, have a good day. To those from the US, Canada, everywhere else, Australia, thanks for coming on as usual, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Nick. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Thanks. Thank you. Good night, everyone.